I think the original collection was probably like most kids, doing the baseball card thing. And then I started hitting the road a lot when I was 18 and fell in love with national parks and getting the national park passport. And then the stamp was just not enough and decided to get, iron-on patches. And from there it spawned into spoons and concert tickets and baseball tickets from games I went to. I think when people come over to have a beer or just to hang out, play a board game, the general reaction is, oh, you collect spoons. And then it's like, yeah, totally, it's hilarious. And then sometimes I'll blame my wife. It was like, it's really my wife's collection. She's really into it, but deep down, it's totally me. And then at some point, it turned into this crush penny machine thing because it just seems odd that you would spend 50 cents to crush a perfectly good penny. And it's like this 500% markup. And so I couldn't resist that. You get off of doing a hike and walk into the visitor center, and then you get to see that awesome crushed penny in the corner. How do you not want to preserve that for the rest of the time? I don't know what it is, man. I think a lot of the collectibles each remind me of a story that I had or that I was a part of, and you have to go and do the thing. Like, you got to go to the zoo or the botanical gardens or the Disneyland. Like, you got to go and experience it to really crush the penny and earn it. I am a purist. Some of the spoons and stuff have been gifts from, people traveling internationally, stuff which I totally treasure and love, but the most purist I am about is the patches. But yeah, I think people find it odd, but then when people are checking it out, it does allow a little bit of a platform to actually tell the story. You could pick out any of them, and I guess this goes for every piece of my collection, and I can tell you a story of when I got it, who I was with, maybe even what the weather was. But really, they just evoke all these stories and memories. The wife and I do a lot of traveling any chance we get. I'll probably end up working in a souvenir store and turn the next generation on and crushing pennies. I traveled to Alcatraz with some of my Carney brothers on the Tour de Fat, and they actually sold spoons. The Carneys helped me actually fashion that into an engagement ring, which I proposed to my wife on the stage of the San Diego Tour de Fat years ago with it.
That's beautiful.
She's super proud. Oh, the future is bright. We're gonna have a lot more collectibles. The more we travel, the more we're gonna collect. Like, this is never gonna stop. Someday you walk into this house and it's gonna look like an antique mall. It's like everything. There's gonna be too much stuff to look at in here. Everyone has their thing. Like, we are all weird. Like, it's something about each of us individually is totally weird. And I've just accepted the fact that I like this stuff, it just reminds me of, a moment in time that hopefully I won't need all these things to remember when I'm 80 years old, but it's probably gonna help.